How excited are you to finally get out here and get going for?
Well, it's always exciting when the third comes because we officially get to start. Of course, we've been working all summer toward this day, but the kids get a little bit more excitement. We know we're 3 weeks away from game time, so it just adds a little bit of excitement. So, real excited. Kids are excited. Coaching staff's excited to be out here.
What do you have coming back? What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses right now?
Right now I feel like actually our D-line is our strength on the defensive side. We got a couple of returning starters on that side. Got some newcomers at linebacker, stuff like that, but feel good about the D-line. Offensively, we've got some good skill kids. Our receivers should be very talented. Our offensive line should be more experienced. We return 3 out of the 5, so that should be a better scenario for us this year.
Any major changes schematically, offensively or defensively?
Well, really both sides. Last year I was a defensive coordinator. I've got to hire Roger Haynes, so he's going to be the DC now. So he's changing his own style. I'm letting him sort of run with it and do his thing. So we'll be in a 4-man front a little bit more. We'll still be multiple though, and be in a 3-man some. Offensively, hired a new offensive coordinator in Jeff Harris. Going to do a lot of the same stuff we did last year, but we're going to emphasize a little bit more on the run game instead of the passing game.
For you, now that you're settled into your role now in your second year here, what have you learned from last year and how does that translate this year?
Well, I think taking over so late last year, I took over 2 days for the first day of practice, is now I know these kids a little bit better. They know me a little bit better, and they know what my expectations are. Sort of walking in last year, it was hard to incorporate the way I operate things. It basically had been set all summer and through the spring, so we got to put my weight program in, do things my way. I've got to hire some coaches that I trust and believe in, so hopefully we get over the edge. We were close in a lot of ball games last year, but hopefully the new improvements will help us get over the top.
And the fact that these guys are buying into what you bring to the table as a head coach, how do you think that's going to impress upon them this year heading into the season? How much is that an advantage for this team?
Well, I think it's an advantage. There's been a lot of uncertainty here. This last year's seniors group, I was the 3rd head coach they had in 4 years. And so really getting to stability in this program is where it's got to go. And really building that relationship, and not saying I'm leaving any seniors out, but building that relationship with our young kids, our middle school, stuff like that. And just getting some stability around here is going to be the big thing, and knowing they're going to have a coach here for a long time.
And speaking on that, some close games last year, what is it going to take to seal the deal on some of those close games?
I just making a few plays. Every game comes down to a few plays, and us, it was our mental part of our game was what was, to me, let us down, is when something negative happened in a ball game, we let it affect us on down throughout the rest of the game, and we've got to let that just roll off our backs and go play the next play and go make plays. So we've tried to emphasize that a lot, that you can't worry about making a mistake. They're going to happen in a ball game, and you've got to go out and play the next play and not let that play dictate the next play. So we've really emphasized that and really tried to challenge our guys mentally.
And lastly, got 3 weeks until the season starts. Are you confident you can get these kids ready to go?
I feel good. You know, the summertime, we do so much in the summertime, and most of our offense and defense is already in. So now it's just really fine-tuning everything. You know, the way they got the schedule set up, and again, I didn't get to set the schedule up. You love to play a jamboree game and sort of make it a practice deal, but we actually got to go play a real football game on the 21st. So, you know, it's always, first game's a little sloppy, and then you make your most improvements, you know, the next week. But hopefully the summertime is where we've made our most improvements, and like I said, we'll be a whole lot better coming that first ball game.